So, hey everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for coming back to the Unmarketing Power Summit. I have to get that right in my head because I've been planning for all of this. I am so excited for all the people whom you have seen before and who are to come next, especially for my next guest, and that is Dr. Tianna Conte. We actually met in this conference in Atlanta, and it was one of my first conferences that I went to. And what was so life-changing about that conference is when I walked in, I had two businesses, and when I walked out, I only had one. That's this one. Because you know how it is when you do some content, you do a conference or whatever, you get clarity, you're like, whatever. And anytime there's a microphone, I'm there. So Pamela had me on the stage or at the mic, and I told her what was going on, and she was like, listen, let me tell you something. And this is for everybody who's listening out there, because a lot of y'all have 2-3 businesses going on. Y'all going this direction and that direction. You can't make anything work. This is golden. So check it out. And she said, I want you to focus on one business, not more, just one, whichever one. At the time I had a fitness business and I had this, website design and marketing. She was like, I don't care which one you do, just focus on one of them and make that one awesome. And so I did. I was scared, but I did. And then that's where I met Dr. Tianna. We have been conversing back and forth ever since. It's been like, 7 years now, I think?
I've lost track of time, but it was way before COVID.
It was way before COVID. Amen to that. So without any further ado, Dr. Tianna Conte, would you please tell us a little bit about yourself and your business? And we're going to get rolling on this thing.
Before I do that, I've got to give you kudos because I've watched your evolution. And since my passion is personal and professional evolution, watching you go from when I met you at Pamela and you had that aha moment, I came up to you like a fly to a light. If you remember.
Yes, we did.
I was one of the first who came up to you and I said, okay, girl, you've got magic. And
you did. You really did. You really did say that. I remember now.
Yeah. And I really do that so outwardly. Usually I'm more private, sotto voce, like they say in Italian. Girl, when you lit up, and it wasn't for the fitness business. You were flat on the fitness business.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
For you. Oh, yeah, it was good, but it was in your head.
Yeah.
It was in your heart and whole body when you talked about your wow website. And I'm going, wow website? Oh, I got to talk to her. Plus her energy, I got to go there.
Right. Because did you know Pamela? Did you know Pamela gave me that? She gave me that at that thing.
I didn't know that. I thought,
yeah, later we talked. She said, I want you to create your wow, do an assessment to look for your wow factor, and you could be the online wow strategist. She did all of that, right there. And then, after, because I worked with her for a while, and I was like, that's where all that came from. Her, she saw
kudos.
it. So.
Kudos and muzzle top to both of you because it fits. It fits.
Yeah,
and
it does.
That's what I'm all about. My passion since I was a little girl putting hands on boo-boo to make it better was to move the blocks that keep us from our juiciness, our greatness, our what I call soul-driven mission and vision for entrepreneurs. That's my passion. And the missing sauce that I see with a lot of entrepreneurs is they do not know how to connect to their truth, listening to their God source. And this is not religion, I'm an interfaith minister, but this is that voice that guides, that here's a hint, you were born with it, like Lady Gaga sings about. You were born this way. But we get into our heads, so I get them into their heart, their soul. That's why I'm known as the soul power catalyst. What does a catalyst do? A catalyst fans the flames, or a catalyst accelerates the results. And that's what I do. You have the magic, you have the power from your own soul's essence to each person that I'm speaking to right now. I help connect the dots and help elevate the dots. So you get that fulfillment and that freedom. And the missing piece is that soulful self-care. And that's where I come in.
I love that. And you and I have been working on that thing for like forever. So
Yes,
many,
Matt.
right. So many different iterations, because you didn't even, I think you had a small kind of, okay kind of website. It wasn't a wow website, but you had a small, okay kind of website. And we have worked together to create the website and websites that you have now, including your own Academy website. And the Soul Power Catalyst thing, I think is you. It's totally
It
you.
is. It is. Because here's a secret that very few people know. When you align with that soul consciousness, then it manifests the physical. You don't even have to figure it out. That's how we met. We met through an energetic connection.
Yes. Yeah, we did.
And that's what I love to do. Bring in the energy that releases the blocks so that natural wisdom just pours out of you.
Yeah.
Definitely. And when they say glass half full, glass half empty, well, I take a stand for glass flowing over.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. With replenishing, because if we don't replenish, we don't have anything else to give.
And exactly. That's why you give from the saucer, not your cup. Or ask me how I know all about burnout.
I think all of us have experienced some type of burnout or being tired of what we're doing. And that's why I wanted to do this summit, because I wanted to bring together all my awesome clients, because y'all are all awesome, right? Mm-hmm. And the cream of the crop, as far as I'm concerned, mm-hmm. and show people that, number one, it can be done. Number two, it takes time. Number three, you have to figure out some things. And number four, you don't let anything stop you, because you and I have been on calls and Zooms, just you and I, where I'm like, boo-hooing, what am I going to do? And you're like, help me with this, or what do you think? And then we bounce stuff off of each other. So we all need somebody who's in our corner helping us, because, we're not the pioneer women. We don't need to do this thing alone. What are we trying to do? It's already been done. It's like you said, we already have it inside of us. We just got to get it to come out, right?
And you articulate it so beautifully, Carol. That's one of your gifts that I've always adored. When we talk, we allow the emotions to be there. We don't do spiritual bypass. I love everybody, but when it's all good and fine and it's not, and you're crapped and you're upset, that energy doesn't attract your people. It doesn't attract your service to you. But when you clear that and then present, then that's what turns the corner.
That is so true.
Again, never give up.
Never give up. Never at all. Never. You can't.
Just get that flashlight, get that floodlight. Find what it takes to turn your light on. And whoever guides you with that.
Definitely.
Or empowers you that way.
Yes, definitely. And speaking of never giving up and stopping the light and stuff. So what's working for marketing in your business right now? What is it that you could say to people who are listening right now? Like, what's happening? What's working? How is it going? All of that stuff. We want to know the details, because inquiring minds want to know in a good way.
I love it. I love it. The highest and best for me is being my authentic self.
Yeah.
And being as crazy as I am, as gifted as I am, because my gift is more in the energetic field of soul body energy transmission. I'm a Reiki master, money Reiki master, holy fire, and fifth transmission. So I bring that. So people need to know, this isn't just your logical strategy-based thinking. No, if they want logical-based strategy thinking, that's not me. But if they want somebody who can hold a vision and guide them into the strategy that as I watch them turn on, I know where to guide.
Right.
That's the marketing piece. And of course, with me, it's through the authority of being multi-best-selling author on many different fields and topics of transformation. It's referral marketing. That's always my secret sauce. And now,
me too.
I've got a passion for affiliate marketing, because I want everyone to spread the light, spread the word, and get paid for it.
I know that's right. Get paid. Come on now.
Paid for it. Get paid. Keep it going, keep it flowing. Then you have the two secrets that I say that entrepreneurs need. The consciousness of the soul connection and self-care, because I put those two together, like
Right.
different side of a dime, and cash flow. Because if there's no cash flow, there's the stress, and you
Yep.
can't access, most people are one idea away from going from poverty to super prosperity. One idea.
You're so right. Just one.
One.
Yeah.
One. And it comes not from the brain, it comes from the heart and soul. Like you'll get an intuition, or you'll attract the right guy that reflects your answer. Like you attracted Pamela, who said, girl, one.
Right. One. Only one.
Yeah. And I came up to you because I saw that you chose that one. And I wanted to make sure you took a stand and took it further. Because in one, you were good. You were the outside, authority on fitness and stuff, but energy that was being emitted.
It
could bring
enough,
you funds,
right?
it could bring you money. And if somebody just wanted funds and money, that's great. But let me give everybody the secret formula my husband and I used in the 90s and 80s to earn six figures. The Holy Grail in the 90s and 80s, nobody even earned that kind of money.
Right.
Here's the secret sauce. You set yourself free first in any area that is your flat tire. So if it's emotional, get the support there. If it's financial, mental, whatever it is, go there. Get that flowing. So you set yourself free. So then you are empowered to set everybody else free. You can trailblaze the path.
Right.
And always know your fundamentals. Your mentals have to have fun.
That's true. That's so true. Yeah.
And when you have that in place, and I've added this since he passed away, and I went through quite a deep grieving period, and now again with my dearest friend and dean of our academy who passed, is fulfillment. You have to fill yourself. You've got to take care of yourself. Self-care is tantamount to soul care, that then the fortune follows.
Right.
Don't chase the fortune ever. Set yourself free, have fun, and be fulfilled. And you embody that, Carol. And your academy embodies that.
Oh, awesome.
My inner child has so much fun exploring. Like a one-stop shop. It's a one-stop shop for marketing.
Yay. That's what I wanted it to be. That's really what I wanted to be. And that brings me to this question. What is the part of the iMarketing Academy that you like or love the most?
Okay, I'm going to be very naughty here.
Uh-oh. Watch out.
It needed the secret sauce of your video and an navigation. Because when I first went there, I was lost in space with all the goodies. So good. I went to a candy store. I'll take licorice. I'll take the book authority. I'll take the strategy. I'll take, whatever, but lost in the sauce.
Wow.
Your video, that I may add, I recommended.
You sure did. You sure did welcome that. You did recommend that.
Yes, you did the most masterful.
Thank you.
Masterful expression. And you navigated it. And so coming into the academy, it's like opening the doors. I like to have start here. So all you have to do is read, people. Start here.
Follow what I tell you to do, right?
Follow what you tell me to do. And what you do that very few people do that is so magnificent. And it's a unique sauce. One, you have all learning styles there represented. The video, the audio, the transcript, not one or the other.
Right.
Then you have a most unusual way of doing frequently asked questions or lost in space marketing questions. I've never seen that done.
Really? Wow.
I've seen where you go to the question and they give you a little paragraph that says, this is your answer. I've seen it. But I haven't seen where you go to a question and phew, you're catapulted, you're torpedoed into the answer.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, I want to tell you what happened, why I thought of that. Number one, I wanted people to experience and immerse themselves in the training. But like you said, when you get there, it's like so many trainings, I don't know what to do. And what are my questions? So what I really did was I asked, and I always say this, if you don't know something, ask a question. So I asked my clients, and my audience. I was like, hey, what marketing questions do you have? What is really tripping you up? And all those questions that are there came directly from real people who are having those real situations. And I just knew before I even asked the question that I had the answers. And lo and behold, I have the answers. So I provided them in the videos, and I wanted to keep the videos to just 3 at a time. I mean, I have hundreds of videos on there, but I just wanted to do 3 at a time that really answered it the best, so that they could look at them and walk away with oh, I get it now. Because that's my whole thing. I want people to get it, because you and I have talked about this. Marketing is so big, right? It's big.
Oh, yeah.
Scary.
And marketing every day is so different.
Yeah.
Like, but that's why I said you have a one-stop shop, because there's the social media. I encourage everyone to start where Carol tells you to start, with the boot camp. Because I personally don't like the name boot camp, because I think of like
hardworking. It's intensive.
But this is very relaxing. You could hear it, and you take us on a journey. So I started the journey, even though I know my avatar, I know this, I know that.
Right.
You illumined in a way that I was going, Carol, where were you a few years ago when I started this? And we weren't here yet. I met you, but this wasn't in form. And we've done it over time. You've guided me, I've guided you, and we've mentored each other back and forth. But it's in one place.
And that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. And you didn't have to go anywhere.
And you did it in, like I said, the multiple learning styles. So everybody can go to their flavor. So
or use them all, whatever you want to do. I learned that because I'm a visual learner. I want to look at things. I want to see stuff. I love videos, but sometimes I can't watch a video. Maybe I'm on the treadmill or I'm walking with my husband. I could always listen to something that way. And then other times I want to just print something out so that I can make my own notes on it. And once you do that, whether you're looking at it or listening to it, or you're reading it or watching it, you can really understand it. And that's really the end game of it. I wanted people to understand that marketing is really easy. As long as you have the right strategies, marketing is easy. You don't have to pull your hair out. You can just do one of these things and just move on. I was talking to a client recently, and I was mentioning to her about the academy, and she was saying, oh, that sounds like a good, that sounds really good, but I just don't know if I have the funds right now to put into that, because nothing else, it's not one of those things where you do it and then immediately you see stuff. But business isn't like that anyway. You have to step out on faith a lot of times, step out from your mind at other times, and just go with your gut the rest of the time and do stuff. But you've got to do it the right way, because if you do it the wrong way, you're going to step out and have to quickly, revert back and say, oh, that was a mistake. And I don't want that. And the academy is really very affordable, and it gives you so much. As you've said, the one-stop shop, I didn't even think about that, but I wanted to make the training simple, easy to implement, easy to follow. You're going to see, the one thing you are going to see in the academy is my hairstyle changing, because I love different hairstyles, different colors, different lengths, everything. I love all that. And I want you to embody that, because you don't have to be one thing. You don't have to do one thing. You can do all these things, but I want you to make it really, really easy.
Since you are the founder of the academy, like I'm the founder of my academy, the Awakening Awareness Academy, our vibration emanates. So you call it I heard those words. I was paying quite close attention. Marketing is easy when you do it this way. Do you know how many people have marketing is a BITCH? And we're not talking babe and total charge of herself, which started said, and I love. We're talking pull up the hair out by the roots kind of stuff that takes you to self-care that I teach, which is
right.
Right. But you emanate that. And so your videos reflect that. The multiple ways of doing things reflects that. The way you have them categorized for your books, your social media, whatever you're needing, your academy is a platform like a reference library. And you actually call it a library too.
Yes.
But I mean, it's that whole platform, and it's easy to find things. What a concept.
I know.
If I'm stressing because I've got to do something on social media and I don't know what to do on social media, I just go hit social media. And
Right.
there it is. Oh,
Right.
my book. How do I market my book? I've got another book coming out. Oh my goodness. Oh, book. You know? And just immerse. I like the word immerse. I use the word deep dive, but it's the same idea. So you
Mhm.
deep dive into it. And that's, to me, really fun and juicy.
Oh, I love that. I love that you love it too, because I'm telling you, you were the impetus for me getting that thing together, really getting that thing
Well,
together.
I knew your genius needed to be made more accessible to more people at an affordable price.
Yeah,
So no one
definitely.
can, well, I teach anyway, and people
Mhm.
might push back against this, but let me tell you, I learned it at a very young age. Your super self, your soul power self, plugging into that, okay, is infinite abundance. Never, ever, ever use time or money as the reason you don't do something, because it
Yeah.
may seem real in that moment. And I've got many stories that I'm not going to go into here, but they looked very real. But that
Mhm.
part of us that is infinite has direct access to source. And if it's meant for you, it'll find you, it'll discover, show you a way. The Academy is one such entrance.
Mhm.
People could come in, they can go over it, and connect with a community, all of it. So you're not alone. You have to do your business by yourself, but in a team.
Exactly. Yeah.
Going from, I like to call it going for solopreneur for me to soul, SOULOpreneur.
Yes, I love
And
that.
you embody both, because I'm not as great on the strategies as I am on the consciousness and energetic. You're
Mhm.
great on the strategies, and you're open to the consciousness and soul energetics.
Yes.
So that's what I would say is our infinity sign together.
Yes, our infinity thing. Keep us
Yeah,
rolling. See how we're in
exactly.
alignment right now? I love it, everybody. I can just see them. It's like the light that you hold up.
Exactly. And isn't it funny? Our colors are similar. They're in the red family. I'm in a burgundy
Yeah.
right now. You're in a hot pink, kind of reddish, and that's how we play. We play in sync.
Yes.
And
Yes.
when you're doing your special soul essence with the right mentor, it's soul sync. Oh, I like that.
It really is. You come away, you walk away saying, just being able to breathe. And I remember going through all this when I was first in business and stuff. What do I do? If I had had this academy then, a lot of the stuff, well, actually, a lot of the stuff that's in the academy wasn't even available then, but
Right.
some of it was. There are tried and true things that just change over time, but they're kind of still the same. We used to snail mail, now we email. We used to have live conferences, now it's Zoom, or it's virtual, or it's a hybrid, because the virtual stuff is not going away. So we
No,
need to make the best of it. And we don't always have to find someone who's the best in each one. Sometimes we just have to know a smattering of things, because we don't want to leave people out. But sometimes we have to leave those fringes out and just go for the gusto that's in the middle. And then magically, it just opens up and it spreads out. All the big gurus and stuff that I've ever met and talked to always say that they started small with a little box of people, a niche or whatever, and then it grew and went out. So y'all remember that. It's
is
never
the-
easy. It's never, and the business, I learned this part. Business is not like a straight shot. I have an idea,
no
get on
way.
here, it's like this, it's like that. Oh, wait. Oh, craziness is crazy. And you go along with the craziness. There are many days when you're up, some days when you're down, some days when you're just flatline. You don't know what to do.
That's true. That's true. That's true. And that's why, Carol, I talk all about revolutionary self-care is to start your day as strong as you can in 5 minutes or less.
Yes.
So if people say they don't have 5 minutes, you don't have 5 minutes to set yourself up for success. Like, really?
Right.
When you hit a road bump, you don't take 5 minutes time out to just come back into alignment. No. That's how you lose momentum, as opposed to move the momentum and spread your light. And I'm very naughty here. The most important person is the one you face in the mirror every day.
Amen to that.
And here's my recommendation. You either see your light shine back and not just look for all the little flaws. Yeah, we look at that too. We're women and we put on our makeup and all
Right.
that
Yeah.
stuff. However, make sure you see the light. And if you're
Mhm.
having a dark dialogue with yourself, change it, meaning become the soul self in the mirror that shows you the light, or until that part reflects the light. So here's an example. Oh, I suck at this, and I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so overwhelmed. Okay, that's what a lot of entrepreneurs say to themselves. I'm
Yeah.
so overwhelmed. Well, guess what? It's going to reflect it and say, yeah, you are.
Yeah, and you get nothing done.
I'm so overwhelmed. However, my soul power self, my superpowers, they're not overwhelmed. Let me breathe. Let me go to nature. Let me make a phone call. Let me do something.
Mhm.
And then guess what? Then you go back to the mirror and it's shining again. It's a
Yeah.
simple thing, and it costs
Simple.
nothing. I believe in low risk and high reward, and your
Yeah.
academy is low risk and high reward.
Definitely. I totally agree with you. And we have to embody that. We have to live that. I live that. You see me
Oh
on some of
God,
my
yes.
darkest days, my biggest, highest things. We call each other. And I want to encourage everyone out there, find you a biz bestie or somebody that's an accountability partner or somebody that you can talk to, because you think you're going through all this stuff alone and no one else. Honey, we all are here to testify that we have gone through what you think is, no money, no clients, no whatever. And then all of a sudden you see money start to come in. You see clients start to find you. I think the other day, this guy that I actually know, he reached out to me via Messenger. He was like, Carol, do you do, what did he say? Do I do publishing something? I was like, oh yeah, child. This man came to me like 5 years ago and asked me something else about a website, but he couldn't do it because somebody else was doing it for him or something. And now he remembered me enough to come back and ask me about this. And he's like, okay, so we're going to talk and see. And it's never bleak. Well, Dr. Tianna, I know that you have a nice little gift for the audience.
Always. I don't just tease without delivering. This is the foreplay.
I know that's
The
right.
main event is all of it. It's the movements that we talk about, 5 simple steps to start your day in 5 minutes, connecting with your soul power source.
Yes.
And it includes, wait for it, a journal that I've been threatening, and you can only get it here because normally they have to buy the journal. It's
right.
Not for your peeps and this audience, Carol, my gift. And my gift is also a month in the academy where they can, my academy, the Awakening Wellness Academy, where they can actually experience what remote healing and prayer in your back pocket is like 24/7.
Yes.
All you do is receive, because we overgive. This is receiving. And I like to call it a cross between quantum prayer and 21st century quantum energy transmission.
Oh, yeah. I love that. And everyone, I have a swag page where all the gifts are going to be listed on that page, and you will see the link to the swag page below. So get over there and get your awesome gifts, because we want you to have this, because we want you to succeed. We want you to do what it is that you need to do. Call that soul power up, get those marketing strategies in place, and do what it is that you need to do, because guess what? Your audience is waiting on you. Yes, ma'am.
I was going to say your audience is waiting on you. And now more than ever, each one of us who brings up our light brings up, as David Hawkins talked about, thousands of people below you.
Yeah.
Now more than ever, let's take chaos into a new dimension, because
Definitely.
chaos is for higher order. And your marketing and Carol being a guide in a fun way, because haven't you had fun listening to the two of us? If you have,
yes, I've had fun.
That step. Go take that step. I remember the journey of 1,000 miles begins with just one step. Oh, and I'm going to give a key to my gift, because these are the words that took me. I've been an entrepreneur all my life. I've never had a job except for God direct, as I love to call my boss. So these are the words: surrender. Each day, step by step, you'll be shown the way. That's through God, higher self, whatever. because you cannot be soul driven and win in life if you have a parked car. And marketing takes your car out of park and into
Yes.
engage.
I love that.
And Carol,
Marketing helps you
your
engage.
academy, yes, engage, like, in Star Trek. Make it so.
Yes, make it so, engage, and all the other stuff they used to say, and do that little thing on the side. So I do it on my D.
Oh, I like that idea. Thank you. I forgot about that. But my work has all these mudras, starting with, hugging yourself and all sorts of good things that keep you in the present moment. That's where your power is.
Yes.
Here's a hint. When you're in your head, you're going to go into the past with all this remorse and regrets, or into the future with all this worry and anxiety. In the present moment is your soul power, beyond ego power. Listen, which plug do you want to plug in? Soul power or ego power?
We want soul power, baby.
It's your decision.
Yes, definitely. Well, thank you, Dr. Tianna, for coming on and being a joy in the light of all of us. And I totally appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate you so much more than you will probably ever know, because you were the one to help me put that little piece on the Unmarketing Academy that it needed to have, that I didn't even know it needed to have, which also goes to show that us looking at our stuff, we're going to be like one-eyed blind or something. We can't see everything. We need other people to help us see stuff. And I have all these ladies, these awesome clients that I have who are coming out and being a part of the summit, helped me see different pieces of my business at different times. I've helped them, they've helped me. And so listen, y'all, get a biz bestie, accountability partner, whoever. And, if you need some of us, we are here to help you. But the first thing you need to do is go ahead and join the Unmarketing Academy, and then go get your swag gifts, because those things are free and will help you immensely on your journey.
It's quantum leap. It's a quantum leap.
It is a
fraction of the price. A quantum leap at the fraction of the price. I like
that.
And you get all this. Just like I love Biz Besties. That's so much better than accountability. Accountability. I know. Here, Biz Besties is. Oh, and that's what we are. We're Biz Besties. We are. I love that. But take that step. Again, if you take a step, your higher self matches and goes higher. And so do you, as the vibrations lift and all possibilities are infinite. You deserve that. And Carol, it's always a pleasure. Thank you for opening up your heart, your academy, and your audience to me.
Oh, sure thing. Thank you so much. Yes, definitely. Heart sign, heart sign.
Yes, heart
all right. All right, everyone. Y'all have it here. So stay tuned for the next presenter. We'll see you then. Bye-bye for now.